This is a unit, a digital or offset print on magnetic rubber. Flexible and durable. Sticks to any metallic surface. Tokens are easily slipping on it. And this is a game board, a plate based on metallic network. The advantages of this type of design: the units easily stick and unstick, but being stuck become immobile. The whole module is packed in itself. It is easy to carry. Disappears the problem of junctions between units. Tokens slide across intersections without feeling them. So, 4 units. Each of them has 2 options of laying, like this, and with a 90-degree rotation. Being rotated 180 degrees, it coincides with itself. So, there are 16 options for configuring the playing field. The game field layout does not change during the game. The first game scenario, Classic. The green lines are rails. The red circles are tram stops. A token, tram, can move along the green rails, from a red tram stop to a next available tram stop. At the black spots there are railway switches, road ramifications. Note that, like on a real railway, there are no railway switches at orthogonal intersections. Background color there is not black. So, 4 railway switches in the center, and 8 around the edges. On the central railway switches, like on a real railway, all directions are allowed except a sharp turn. But on the side switches, the tram as if moves into a dead end, and returns. So, black background summarizing, all ramifications are allowed except sharp turns on central switches. Each player has 4 trams. The trams are initially placed on the stops of the first row at depot. Yellows begin. The opponent's depot stops are the final stops for each player. After a tram has reached a final stop, it cannot move anymore. In this game there are 2 winning situations. The first is intuitive. All 4 trams had reached the final stops. The second one, opponent's turn. But the opponent has no moves. Let's see the following position. It is yellow's turn. Yellows have, for instance, 3 final stops. The blue, for instance, 1. Those 3 yellow trams at the final stops have completed the game. And the remaining yellow tram is blocked and has no moves. Therefore, it is a victory for blue, even though blues has less occupied final stops than yellows. The second game scenario, corners. Each player has 6 trams. The trams are initially placed on the stops of opposite corners. At depot, there are 2 types of moves, shift and jump. Shift is the same movement as in the classic game. Jump. The tram X is permitted to jump over a nearby tram Y of any color to the next possible stop after it. Intuition suggests that the goal of the game is to capture the opponent's depot. It is, moreover, unlike the classic game. This game has no move restrictions between opponents' depot stops. But here we are confronted with the problem of the classic corners. What will happen if one of the players does not withdraw their trams from the depot? Stalemate situation occurs. In the Masutim corners, this problem is solved. For example, we play blue. When all the stops of the yellow depot are occupied and none of our blue trams are left in our depot, we win. And no matter what color trams occupy the stops of opponent depot, This way it is not worth to leave trams in the depot. Back to the example. There is blue turn, blue, when all stops in yellow depot are occupied. While in blue depot, there are no more blue trams. The yellow depot is occupied not only by blue trams. The yellow player has left his trams there and lost. The last game scenario, corners plus, similar to corners, but during a jump, tram can keep jumping again and again, as long as there are opportunities to jump. One move cannot combine shifting and jumping. Such a combination is forbidden.